I have some very disturbing news. The governor has proposed the closure of 220 of California's state parks. What? Does that sound ridiculous, foolhardy, stupid, disgusting to anybody else? 220 state parks. That means our beaches, our historical places, our forests, our campgrounds. If there is an outdoorsy kind of place you can think of in California, it's probably going to get closed if this passes. I encourage you to write to, if you're in California, I encourage you to write to your representative. Even if you're not, I encourage you to write to our governor. Make a video. This is absolutely outrageous. The state parks aren't just, a pretty place to look at. They provide education. There's programs that I participated in as a kid that I would be a completely different, probably not as well-rounded a person if I had not participated in, like Junior Rangers. There are camps that I went to as a kid that changed the way I think about our world. Recreational opportunities, hiking. What kind of world would this be without going out and enjoying hiking? There are lots of places where fishing and hunting is allowed that you won't be able to go and fish and hunt if those parks get closed down. There's historic and cultural places where we can, learn about our history firsthand. We can learn about the history of the Native Americans, the people who were here before us, and how that became what we are today in California. How can I really don't understand how anyone would think that our state parks are not important. They contain our natural resources, and they also create economy. Stopping funding and closing down those 220 parks would put us in even greater an economic hole than we are in now, because the communities around those parks gain their revenue from those parks. Their tourists, especially their tourists, people come to enjoy the parks, and when on their way in and on their way out, they shop at the grocery stores, they shop at the convenience stores, they get their wood at a gas station or a lumber store or whatever. But the communities that are around those parks benefit so much from those parks being there, and it is just a ridiculous, horrible proposition. I really can't fathom why this would be happening. I have a list here of the 220 parks that are proposed for closure. Okay, I'm probably like 20 minutes in and they won't let me upload a video that long. Yeah, 20 minutes. So I was listing all of the parks that have been proposed for closure, but yeah, this video has lasted way too long, so I'm gonna cut that entire part out, and instead I will and I got all choked up reading it too. Instead I will just provide a link to the list. I'm just sick with this. I'm going to provide a link where you can see all the state parks, which is pretty much all of them. Any historic parks, etc. State parks, state beaches. If there's a beach you like to go to in California, it's probably going to get closed. Everything. They're closing everything. If you are a Californian, or not, I'm going to provide a link over here that you can click on. It will give you one of those little write to your representative pages. And I encourage you to use your own words and not just use the copy-paste that's already provided. It will send the letter via fax to the governor, to Arnold. It will send a fax to your assembly person, and it will send a fax to your representative. So yeah, over here, click it and do something.